Okay, in this video, yeah, I am going to talk about Halo 6. Now, I've actually tried to do this video like about 3 or 4 times just now, but I had to keep restarting because I just couldn't do the video. Originally, this video was going to be titled How to Make Halo 6 Good, or How to Make Halo 6 Better Than Halo 5 at least. But as I was doing the video and making the video and talking about it, I just had to keep restarting the video because I kept on getting dumbstruck and like I just couldn't do it. There was no way. There's no way to make Halo 6 a great game. There's no way to fucking do it. Halo has been damaged so horribly by 343 now that there's no going back at this point. We're kind of screwed up, you know. It's like kind of like if a car destroyed all of my body but my head, and I'm still alive. There's no going back. Like there's no going back at this point. It'd be a fucking miracle to come back from something like that. So it's pretty much impossible, and I just can't entertain the idea of Halo 6 being as good as like Halo 1 or Halo 2 or Halo 3 or Halo Reach. It's not going to happen. No fucking way. So yeah, I'm done trying to be hopeful about Halo 6 being better than Halo 5. It might be better than Halo 5 in certain ways, but overall it's going to be pretty much the same quality of trash that Halo 5 is, or slightly better, but still pretty much trash. Like, so instead of doing a video talking about what we can do to make Halo 6 a good game or better than Halo 5 at least, instead of doing a video like that, I'm going to just talk about why why Halo 6 is going to suck. Because I'm sorry, I can't be hopeful about something like this. It just doesn't seem like there's any hope. Like, the whole thing is fucked. The whole thing is fucked. That's right. I'm saying it right now. Halo 6 is going to suck, for the most part. Or, okay, maybe that's a stretch. It'll be a decent shooter, I guess, on its own, whatever, but as a Halo game, it's going to fucking suck, that's for sure. Just like Halo 5 and Halo 4. Maybe worse, maybe a little better, but it'll basically be that level of Halo trash, that level of a disappointing Halo game. So that's going to happen. So instead, I'm going to make a video real quick here talking about how it is going to suck. Now, I know a lot of you are all thinking that, oh, you know, a good way to start would be to bring back split screen. They're probably not going to bring back split screen, dudes. Hate to burst your bubble, but they're probably not going to do that. And if they do that, if they do, the gameplay will still not feel like a traditional Halo game, and it'll still feel like a Twitch shooter, noob-friendly Call of Duty style type of game. So that'll suck, and it won't even be worth playing on split screen anyway. Even if split screen does help, I mean, even if the game sucks, like, you can still play it on split screen, which would be nice, but let's get real here, that's not going to save Halo 6. So split screen, they're probably not going to do it, and even if they do, that's not going to make much of a difference because the game will still be a shitty Halo game. So that's one reason why Halo 6 won't be very good. And now let's move on to the Call of Duty type mechanics, the noob-friendly Call of Duty mechanics that are in the Halo games now. That shit's probably not going away. So you can already imagine Halo 6 with thrusters and aim down sights and stuff like that. Now let's talk about the terrible writing. 343 doesn't know how to write a script worth a damn. I could probably pull a better script out of my ass right now. So yeah, that's going to suck. And let's talk about the content. They launched Halo 5 with jack shit for content. During Halo 4, they hardly gave that game any real solid content. Yeah, Master Craft Collection didn't even fucking work really, and they did a piss poor job at patching that game and updating it. So 343 don't really give a fuck about content. Hell, even in Reach, they kind of fucked us over. Yeah, in Reach, sure, they added Zero Bloom and classic maps and game types without armor abilities, and that's nice and all, but they destroyed the DLC-only playlist, so people who paid good money for the DLC in Reach got fucked. And the title update playlists were kind of stupid, and they divided the fan base in Reach online, and that was fucking dumb. Like, that title update shit, they shouldn't have done that. They should have just did Zero Bloom for MLG and Anniversary Mode, and that's it. Like, that would have been good enough to satisfy the hardcore players, but instead they title updated a lot of the playlists, so that just made things even more confusing and jumbled up, and it really segregated the Halo Reach online community and hurt it in the long run. So that was fucking stupid. So Reach is not very good at dealing with content. Not Reach. What am I talking about? 343 is not very good at dealing with content. So they're gonna fuck that up. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is the microtransactions. 343 and Microsoft are really greedy, and they're addicted to these microtransactions, and they're going to keep them in Halo 6, so we're fucked. It's going to be in Halo 6. If it's not, I'm going to be completely surprised, but it's pretty safe to say that it's going to be in there. So yeah, these 5 problems, split screen, content, Call of Duty mechanics, story, and microtransactions. These 5 problems are probably not going to get resolved, and even if 1 or 2 of them does get resolved, not all of them will get resolved. And just one of these problems alone is reason enough to not want to play the Halo games that 343 makes. So they really got to fix all 5 of these fucking problems if they want to get anybody's attention for Halo 6. Like, anybody with half a brain anyway. Like, unless they fix these 5 fucking problems, I'm not going to be interested at all. No way. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are still some loyal 343 dick riders, and there's some rich kids who have a lot of money, and they don't give a fuck. They're like, oh, it's new, whatever, I'll try it, it's new. Even if it sucks, it's at least something new, I'll play that. Even though it ain't really anything new, it's kind of the same generic, terrible shooting game that you get nowadays, but you know what I mean. There'll still be some fans. But will there be as many fans as Halo Reach? Will there be as many fans as Halo 3? Will there even be half as many fans as those games? No. No. Just no. Just no. No. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, that pretty much sums up this video. I know it's pretty negative, but I'm just being realistic here. Halo 6... gonna suck for the most part. At least as a Halo game, it's gonna suck. As a shooter, it'll be kind of like, whatever. But my point is that shooters like Reach and Halo 3 and Halo 2 and Halo 1, even ODST, you'll play them for months, maybe even years. But a shooter like Halo 4 or Halo 5, and, of course, upcoming soon, Halo 6. Shooters like that, they get boring in a few days. They do. They get boring in a few days. If they don't, you're very easily impressed and very easily amused. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but it's true. For the most part, anyone with half a brain would get tired of a game like Halo 5 in a few days, maybe less. So, that pretty much sums this video up. That's pretty much why Halo 6 will stink. Anyway, that's it. See ya.